Anna and welcome back. Today I am going to be talking about and teaching you guys how to literally make your writing document so aesthetic. A lot of you guys have actually been literally asking me about how my Word document looks different from yours, which I think I've just gotten used to mine, that I'm like, what? Mine looks different? Mine looks more aesthetic? And I'm like, oh. If this video helps in any way, definitely subscribe to my channel because it really does help. But I really just want to get straight into the little tutorial and the little tips that I want to give you guys. So let's go ahead and get on to the video. Okay, so the first thing that I kind of want to let you guys know on is how to actually change the aesthetic of your whole computer. A lot of people think that it's just like a particular program I use, but I just use, you know, Google Docs as it is, and it's the my actual computer's you know, settings that actually allows the contrast theme to be a little bit different. So I'm going to teach you guys how I do that. Essentially what my computer really is, it's a Dell computer, and I of course use Windows because, you know, this is not an Apple computer. I'm not sure if you do have Apple, but if you do have Windows, definitely listen up. Okay, so I'm in my computer and I have my settings right here on the screen so you guys can follow exactly what I'm looking at. So what we're going to be doing is going over to personalization, or what I also like to do is just to search up contrast. So you're going to go onto contrast themes, and you can kind of see already like the aesthetic of my computer. It's kind of like a brown pastel, sort of really unsaturated. And I really like that. Of course yours might look very different, but what I do is I go to one of my themes. I have like all these random ones, but like I'll go to the none, what it looks like without any, and I'll just apply that so you guys can actually see what it looks like. You know, it looks like this normally, and I hate how this looks. And like, like I love personalizing my stuff, and I just think it really does make such a difference. So you can create a new theme. I'm just gonna apply this theme, and what you actually do is you can edit this, and you can edit the background, your text, your hyperlinks, and it really like does update. So if I want my hyperlinks to instead be maybe pink or something, if that really suits my aesthetic, which it doesn't really, but I'm trying to find a nice pink. That's not even pink. I like that color though. And you can see it change right here. So again, this is kind of how I change my actual themes, and I'm pretty sure this really does impact on what I actually see. So if I just type up something like apples, you can see the hyperlink is this color as it was because I hadn't actually saved. But if I do save it and go to settings again and say save as, and I call it new theme, save and apply. If I go back, you can see that you know, it's changed, and I actually really like that pink. Dude, I actually really like that pink. That's cute. And then yeah, it kind of influences the way your browsers work. And of course, since I use Google Docs is an actual browser. It's an actual website. You can see that its theme is very similar to that of my settings. So I hope that makes sense. However, if you don't have a Windows computer, this can also really help. Okay, so this works of course if you use, I don't understand why people don't use this, but use Google Chrome. Just use it. It's just like so much better than any other browser. Like seriously, Google Chrome is the one you should just use. So of course Google Chrome is, you can either use like Internet Explorer or Bing, but use Google Chrome. Just use it, and I'm sure you already do because you're a normal person. Anyways, if of course I'm in Google Chrome right now, you can see right there. And actually there's a few things that I like to do, and that is firstly, I like to go to Google extensions. So if you just type in Google extensions, I cannot spell, and then you go to the Chrome Web Store, and seriously, this is what helps also with your aesthetic in terms with like, you know, your writing, because it actually changes the browser. And this is of course good if you don't have a Windows computer. And you go to search the store. So I usually search for the brown tab. So if you kind of like my aesthetic, definitely just use the same tab as me, and you click search. and you can just try to find something. Sometimes it's really hard. I just say brown. Doesn't seem classy brown. You can just have a browse, and again, like Google Chrome is amazing. I don't really like that. I'm gonna go back and just find something that I really like. You can go into themes to just kind of wire down your search. Oh, I actually really like this one, brown 2. That's very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead, and once you find something that you like and that suits your aesthetic, again, maybe you're into like pastel pinks or like you know, very nice lavender greens or lavender purples or greens. Greens is so good. And then all you have to do is add to Chrome right here in this little button. Add to Chrome. And there you go. We have our, oh, I actually really like that. Very cute, very cute. The third thing I do want to talk about is also timing. And if you do like to do writing sprints, I love writing sprints so much. I think they just help me a lot. So I go down here to clock, and again, I'm not sure how this is in Apple computers, because why did you get an Apple computer? I'm sorry, I'm like a full-on like Windows girl. But here, if you have a clock, I call this focus, well, they call it focus sessions. And what's really great here, of course, if you know me, I do the 20-minute, 5-minute break, 20-minute writing sprints. You can start focus sessions right here, and you can click this little box right here in the corner, and you have this right here, and it's so aesthetic, since if you did that contrast themes settings in your, you know, settings, you're able to actually have this, and it looks very cute. Like this button, it just suits the aesthetic so much. I love how it looks, and it just stays in the corner right there, so I can actually keep an eye on, you know, my things like that. The next thing is also a bonus thing that I have started to do, and it just looks so aesthetic. But essentially I downloaded, I'm trying to remember what it's called, but it's right over here. It's called Desk Pins. If you search up Desk Pins and download it onto your computer, you're able to actually use this little, it's like a little tiny program that allows you to pin certain photos, certain things in like onto your screen without you having to like click and then it disappearing. So basically, if I want to go to my Pinterest page, for example, and maybe I want my Pinterest page, you know, oh, look how cute that looks. Oh my gosh, I love my Pinterest page. Isn't it beautiful? I know. Anyways, why is my fringe not cooperating? But what am I saying? Essentially, what you're trying to do is, yeah, I really don't like to split screen, because I find that a little bit, I want my, you know, manuscript to be my sole focus of my book. And what you're going to be doing is, of course, going down here, and your tab is like this, so you can kind of drag it down. And the problem here is if you want to kind of like, oh, I'm looking at my Pinterest page, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna write. It disappears, right? This is one of my planning pages. Not that you really need to know that, but yeah, this is one of my manuscripts, for example. And let's just say I'm getting my aesthetic from this Pinterest page, and I want this to be here always. So what I'm going to be doing is going down here to my desk pins, clicking on that, and then pinning it so it's pinned now, and I can do whatever I want. And of course I'll probably resize this. So then look how pretty this looks. So you have this, you have your cute little thing right here, and then you have your thing, and then you can come down here. And again, you can do this with a lot of things. So this is literally what I do, and I just hope I've really showed you exactly how I do that through these examples. The last thing, if you're curious, is this little page here. This little page here is actually run by this, I literally don't know what it's called. Let me see, I think it's, okay, here it is. It's called the UTab Unlimited Custom Dashboard, and this is really good. Here's some photos of what like it actually can be, but I like to keep my browser very clear because I have all of these tab thingies at the top. So you can also make it look like this, but I kind of like it how this is right here. But this is amazing. Of course, I will have all of these links from the Chrome Web Store down below, as well as like my Google Docs and everything I use. So yeah, I hope that helped you, and yeah, I hope you guys got inspired. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if the lighting changed a lot in the video. I just wanted to get like different angles because I'm afraid you're gonna get bored of my face. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped clear up some stuff because a few of you guys actually really like wanted to know what the heck is up with my my interesting aesthetic. Dude, I feel like my aesthetic's really weird. A lot of you guys actually really complimented me on my last video about me organizing my bookshelf, which is like over there. And you liked my room's aesthetic, and that means so much. My room's just so confusing, and I love pink, obviously, but I also really like brown, and I think that's why I keep a lot of my stuff on my on my desktop. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, look at the description if you guys wanted the links, and I hope to see you in my next writing video. If you have any more questions, definitely comment below, and yeah, I hope I helped. Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!